Hello? I think we're okay now. I closed and reopened OBS. And it doesn't seem to be disconnecting from Mike, so that's good. Yeah, so anyway, I think I need a new mixer. I've tried swapping this cable before anybody's like, maybe it's just the cable. I have tried swapping the cable before, and I have the same issue sometimes. This isn't the first time that it's happened. Anyway, mess with stuff, I guess. Yeah, so let's grab. Where are my pop-ups? Badges. Old computer. Nope, not those. Emotes. We're looking for there's a screen that Danny made. Oh, I can delete all these. There's a screen that Danny made. It looked great. It just says Dex bonus on it. And I think I made an offline screen of that. But I don't know where it is. Oh, Neondified. I was like, what's all this? Okay, these are old schedules. Get rid of those. My artwork. I should draw more often. Pictures. Stream assets. Maybe it's in here. God. This folder's a nightmare. This folder's a nightmare. Like... Look at all this. Look at all this. Hello, family. Nope. Vampire Dad is good. Sorry, some of the shit I'm finding on here. Is this my... It is my Peppa Pig tier list. Yes. For anybody who missed when we made this, go ahead and look at that while glancing through stuff. I know. Important bits of history on this computer, dude. Okay, let's try this again. Old schedules. Oh my god, there's so many on here. Dex bonus emotes. Dex bonus emotes. I have got to consolidate these. What the fuck? Cat gang stuff. Cat gang promo stuff. D&D, what'd I put in here? What is this? Why are these in here? What is this? So when the only thing I could possibly think of for why this exists, no, because that was a different computer. Why are these in here? So what we used to do no, I don't sync anything between computers. When we were doing the offline D&D stuff with Brett years ago, it wasn't streamed, right? So we couldn't watch one another's games. So what we would do is after there were two groups, right? So when one group would finish what they were doing, they would go into the group Discord and post a bunch of pictures that were like our session without context, basically. So at first I was like, maybe those were out of context session pictures, but that doesn't make any sense. It was very fun though. Zach? Oh, those are emotes too. Fucking hell. Okay, wait a second. I'm renaming one of these to just emotes in all caps. And then all of this shit, anything that has emotes in it is going in there, and I'll figure it out later because this is so annoying. Delete. Oh my god. This is great. I have a file just called barf. That sounds right. Oh, my Hollow Knight characters. From when we did the Hollow Knight thing. Here's me as a little grub. It still feels right. Here's Jesse's character. That was cute. We did a Hollow Knight 4-shot. Large sizes. Large sizes of what? Oh, okay. That's cat gang stuff. Emotes. Where is it? Where did it go? Oh my god, it disappeared. I hate this computer. Oh my god. Neon Divide streamer package. I don't need that on this computer. Fake cat ears? For what? Oh my god. Got it. Sound effects. But I cannot find the screen that just says Dex bonus on it. This is a nightmare. A nightmare, I say. Here's Zach. My good boy. My good, terrible boy. I have this. I love this, actually. This is super cool. But where's the thing? Okay. Yeah, it was meant to be like a background for a thing. It's like opening a little kid's time capsule. No. Here we go. Here we go, guys. We're getting there. Okay. So, all right. I'm downloading all of these. Get out of here. Download. This is how I wind up with so much weird shit. Extract to stream assets. God, I'm so professional. Okay, extract. Fantastic. Okay, so we've got like these, right? This sort of shit. I think this is the one that I have been using on stuff.
Dex bonus.
But there's also like a rainbow one, I think. Here's the rainbow one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cute. 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 Just put that in the corner all the time. It's me. Okay, so we found those. We're finding stuff now. Banner thing. End slate. That's what I did. I had an end slate. I had this, I think. Yeah, and then this was my offline screen. So it was this with like one of these on there, and it said like Dodger is offline right now or something. So if we did something like this again, because this is still so cute, I think. So we could totally just reuse old assets for now and just have it say like, please check the schedule for this week on the Discord, sort of a thing. They're cute, right? They're very cute. Oh my god. Oh my god. Look at this screen. Wait, we should start using this one again, dude. Okay, hold on. Danny's made us so much cute stuff. Holy shit. I don't know. I might just leave that there all the time. I don't know. Okay, so this is this is the current screen, but this is our old starting screen. Are you ready? It's so the screen. It's so cute. I know, this is very cute. I'm gonna leave that one for a little bit. Cool. Yeah, it's cute. I like how many of you guys are like, oh my god, I've been here for so long. Yeah, okay. So potentially, for now, I know it's not informational, but just to make sure that something happens on there, we're gonna swap out pictures, stream assets. Okay, the offline banner is up now. I'm gonna swap to this instead of the yellow banner just for a change. Great, save. Cool. We've done a couple things. That's good. That might be better. Have it so it's like kind of see-through, so it's not quite as aggressive. Yeah, the reason that I'm not just like throwing that immediately into a thing in order to add words to it is because I'm pretty sure the art program that I have on here right now needs the subscription re-upped, and I'm not gonna bother with that shit. So okay, we've done a few things. We've fixed alerts. We've changed our offline screen so it's not a schedule. See? I'm trying to decide if I want those alerts to be smaller, but I want you guys to be able to read them is the problem. Okay, we'll close that for now. Okay, what else? My About Me section has stuff in it. Alerts are fixing. We have some new stream assets, but they're being made. So some things it just makes more sense to wait until we have the other computer for. I don't know. What do you guys think? What else is there? Is there anything else that I'm like... Did you not have panel pictures before? I did, but they don't really apply to how my About Me section is put together anymore. Am I doing a winning? I'm trying. We're trying to do stuff. We will definitely be able to walk away from this stream saying, I did a couple things, okay? Even if from here on out, it's a wash. We did a couple things. The coffee ad alert now overlaps with the Dex bonus. The coffee ad alert shouldn't be happening at all, is it? Hold on. Okay, hold on then. I see what happened. Okay. And then turn that off. Save. Okay. We should be good now. Hold on, we'll emulate a thing.
Welcome, you fine cat-loving, coffee-drinking burrito babe.
Cool. Yay! I think I'm going to make them a little smaller, though. Double audio from the alert. Why? Was it still double audio at the end there? Yeah, I was going to say, I closed Stream Elements while that stuff was happening, so maybe that's why. No, if I replay it, I will have Stream Elements open and you will hear an echo again. Thank you very much for the gifted sub. Thank you very much, Olivier, for the gifted subs. Those ones don't have audio. They do have audio? Fuck my life. Hold on. Oh. Okay. Variations. Okay. Okay. Hopefully that fixed it.
Welcome, you.
Thank you.
cat
Can you hear it?
drinking burrito babe.
Yay! Thank you very much for the gifted subs. Welcome to the Cat Gang. Anybody who was gifted a sub, double check who gave it to you. Make sure you take the time to say thank you. Fantastic. We did it. Is the coffee ad thing fixed? It's turned off. So yes, it's fixed. Wayne June is the voice of the alert, who is the narration voice for the Darkest Dungeon games, and also is the reader for a lot of Lovecraft audiobooks. In a month, my mortgage will start, and I'll do my best to keep up the sub. Do not even worry about it. Congrats on having a mortgage. You and I both. Deep in the trenches, the mortgage trenches. That one was quiet. That one doesn't have an audio file. I double checked. There shouldn't be any audio file associated with that one. It should just be silent. I'm stuck for 20 years. Yeah, we're in deep for a while. Yeah, we have this little thing. I'm trying to decide if I'd rather the yellow one though. Let's look. So there's this, or this one. This is the one that I've been using, and it might be better once it's smaller and like has a, hold on. I'll put the opacity filter on it. It's so extreme. Yeah, this is the other one. There's also literally just white. There's also, hold on. There's also just this. which will definitely just blend in easily once it's opacityed. The line behind adds good depth. Okay, so not that. So we've got this. We've got this, which has a rainbow line behind it, which I'm super into. Or we can pull it in if you want, but there's also this with like a stripe behind it. Okay. We like the rainbow. We like the rainbow. Fantastic. There she is. Oof. Clark had her like performance today. She had 2 days in a row, and I went to the one yesterday, and Sam and Criken went to the one today, which is very wholesome. But both days she was yawning through the entire thing. And I'm like, is she in a growth spurt, dude? Like, normally she'd be like, we're performing. I am ready to perform, you know? But she basically, like, through the entire thing, both days, I guess, was just kind of like halfway singing and yawning a lot. My poor baby. She's so tired. I'm not sure. I didn't talk with her about the witch game. I should have. I forgot. Those alerts don't have audio. The resub alerts don't have audio. About Gestalt? No, I don't think there have been any updates on Gestalt. We're like steamrolling toward the end here. So it's now a lot of just like play testing and discussing what our plans are for launch and all that sort of stuff. Yeah. Jesse and I are part of the production team for Gestalt Steam and Cinder. If you've seen that game, it's a Metroidvania that's coming out soon. It's my first time producing a game. So, I'm learning a lot, or I'm trying to learn as much as I can. The Ghent trip did happen. It was a Baldur's Gate 3 event. So we did that last week. And I was there for Thursday, Friday, and went home Saturday. Yeah, I mean Jesse is one of the original producers for Monster Prom, so he's a producer for every single Monster Prom game that's ever come out. He's a producer on Max Gentleman's Sexy Business and all of the Max Gentleman stuff. So yeah, he's done a lot of producing. Prettiest town ever, right? We were laughing because there is definitely like Belgian on Belgian violence when you take tours. Like we took a boat tour of Ghent, and it's beautiful. It's a beautiful town. They missed no opportunities to be like, yeah, everybody, always wants to go to like Bruges, but we actually have young people that live here and a thriving social scene, which Bruges does not. We were like, damn, yikes. Like, yeah, Bruges is pretty and all. It's great to go there to like see stuff if you're a tourist. But if you want to like, actually do stuff, you got to be in Ghent, dude. Yeah, Bruges is beautiful. I fell in love with Bruges when I went. I'm not a nightlife kid, so I didn't notice that, at my bedtime, it was also everyone else's bedtime. But it's beautiful. It was very beautiful. Everywhere that we walked, we were like, there's beautiful like buildings all over the place. There's lots of really cute little shops all over the place. I wish that I'd had a little bit more time there to actually like go into all the shops and things, but how you say Bruges makes it sound like it's French. Apparently I don't say Ghent right or Bruges right, so I don't know. You know where I'm talking about. Yeah. Ghent is in the Flemish part of Belgium. I don't know about Bruges, to be honest. It's fine. I'm teetering on the edge because nag is the wrong word, but I'm gonna use it just because it's at the forefront of my mind. I've been nagged about a lot of things during this stream. I mean, I don't want to pronounce things wrong. I don't expect non-Dutch or Flemish people to pronounce the G correctly.
Brugge,
Really?
Brugge, Brugge,
What?
Brugge, Ghent,
Okay, I said that one fine, chat, okay?
Ghent,
That one's fine. I did fine with that one. Stop making me insecure. But this one? What the fuck is this?
Brugge, 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 Brugge,
For real? Burger. Burger. Burger.
Running a small business can be tough, but with ClickUp, you can easily manage your team's tasks and timelines.
We are looking at how to pronounce the name of the capital city of West Flanders in northwest Belgium. How do you go about pronouncing it? In Dutch or Flemish? This name would be pronounced as Brugge. Brugge. Pretty straightforward. Brugge. Here are more videos on how to pronounce the names of capital cities.
Okay. It's like Bruja, but not. Dude. Yeah, brouhaha is a term. So that's all that I can hear. I've been instructed to pronounce it Worcestershire. But everybody pronounces it differently. That's not the fun way, though. You know, you move to the country that place is in, and you just don't want to deal with the headache. You want to pronounce it in a way where nobody's going to give you guff, because you get enough guff for having an American accent. Look sideways at Darby. Why? Yeah, what is nice is typically there are plenty of things that are like, this is how it's pronounced, but there are so many accents in this country that the way you attempt a thing, if you take a good crack at it, you might pronounce it the way that someone else in this country does. So Nicolás. I've been watching Brooklyn Nine-Nine is a comfort show for me, and I've just had it on all the time recently. It's a good goof, the Nicolás thing. Is Dodger in the UK? Yeah, I've lived here for 3 years. I live in England. Hi, OLG. I was talking about Sunforged with Sam this morning, and I was like, I want to know what everybody's characters are so bad. It's killing me, dude. Like, I want to know, but I also don't want to know. I want everybody to, like, keep your secrets, you know? Like, I don't want to know, but I want to be playing, I guess, is what's actually going on here. I want us to start playing. Yeah, keep your secrets so that you can have that character progression and, like, you know, our characters can actually, like, build up a rapport and find out things naturally. But also, what's your deal? OLG, I was just telling everybody that I'm reusing Michael in a campaign. I'm reusing Michael in a campaign, and I'm really excited about it. One of my friends wants to do, like, a short, like, 4-session thing that's a slice of life campaign where we all run a shop together. And I was like, I have a pitch for you. I played a character in a Twilight one-shot that was just a really nerdy vampire. Can I be, like, the bookkeeping character here? Like, whatever the most boring job is, can that be what I do? And I'm just a vampire? And she was like, absolutely. I'm very excited. Here, let's change my title because we're just hanging again, aren't we? Oh, what we do in the shadows, energy vampire. Michael did have energy vampire energy, so to speak. I think people liked being around Michael, though. He was just weird. How's the mushroom boy? He was also nice. Yeah. Generally. I was sad because we never got into, like, we never truly had the conversation with all of the monster characters of, like, so do you, like, kill people? Who here kills people? Can we get like, we never did that. Michael 100% kills people. So mushroom boy, my little mushroom kid, they're planning season 3.5 for Neon Divide right now. It's gonna be starting, like, end of July, I think, but it entirely depends on if we have a place to do it from at that point. Things might not be set up yet, and if they're not, then I can't do it. So, but they've assured us that if we can't make 3.5, it's fine. We're not going to lose our character slots. So Moral might just be gone for 3.5 and come back for 4. Moral doesn't eat people, but Michael does. He feels like it makes sense. But yeah, the hard part about something like Neon Divide is you need to have everything set up. Like you need to have somewhere to do VR. Like you need all of that shit, you know? And all of my stuff is going to be in an outbuilding. Sam and I are both working in outbuildings. So it's going to wind up needing to be like this weird thing where I maybe see if somebody else that's living on the property is down to sleep in our house on Friday nights, or, you know, ask Sam to like finish early on Fridays. I don't know. We'll have to see how that's going to work. Yeah, I'm going to be in a spooky VR shed. Exactly. First time chatter. Your stream got recommended to me in the sidebar. How sweet. Welcome. How are you? How is chat? I'm doing good. Let the ducks babysit. Yeah. I'll just put the dogs, the pigs, the ducks. We'll just put everybody in the house. And if Clark wakes up, someone will figure it out. Yeah, I'm doing good. I play a lot of TTRPGs and things like that, so we're kind of talking about all of those right now. Is it too far for a baby monitor situation? I think this building is too far away from the house for that. At the very least, if there was an emergency, I think it would take too long to get in there, you know? Like, I would feel more comfortable if somebody was in the house with her. I was playing Cat Manager Sim. That's one of those games that I think people really wanted us to keep playing and finish. That game is fantastic. Highly recommend Cat Cafe Manager is what it's called. Yeah. But I feel like it'll potentially be easy enough to just ask like Nancy or somebody like, hey, can you sleep at our house on Friday night? But we'll see. We used to have to keep our family home's kid cuddle puddle ready during summer. We'd just wear ourselves out at each other's houses and all crash wherever. That's very cute. Is getting a setup at the farm still a faraway dream? No, it's like 2 weeks off. Sam's office is basically done. The plastering is being finished today. His windows, his doors, all of that is in. My situation, we're just waiting on windows. So, yeah, it's not too far off. We're going to have IRL farm streams. Probably not. The reason being that, unfortunately, not all of you, it's a small percentage of you, but it's enough that I've learned to be very careful. Some of you guys get real creepy about finding where people live. So in the past, we've literally like just shown like brief glimpses outside of our windows, and people have been like, I know where this is. This is your home address. And then it gets leaked and it's a whole mess. So we don't plan to show anything outside unless we can do it safely, and there are no plans for that currently. Yeah. I know, it does suck, because I think it would be awesome to be like, yep, today our just chatting stream is we're hanging out with the pigs. Maybe that can happen, but I'm not going to promise that, because I just don't know if I can safely do it, so. Green screen the grass. Amazing. Yeah. Jesse did a video at one point in his apartment at the time and showed out the window, and all you could see out the window was a tree. And a person, I guess, was like, okay, I know that Jesse moved to this area, and I'm going to see if I can find that tree, and found him. That's the sort of shit where it's just, and TB showed a picture of his pool when they moved to their house, and he was like, I have a pool, guys, it's amazing. And someone was like, you know what's so interesting is every pool has a distinct shape, and I found your house. It's like, fuck. You can't, you just have to be like super overprotective about it. It's so ridiculous, but and I think I want to believe that a lot of times when people say stuff like that, it's meant to be in like a, hey, I was able to find this really easily, so be careful, right? Get rid of that picture or whatever. But it's still like, I still hate it, you know? That just seems inefficient that every pool has a distinct shape. I agree. What's that all about? Surely we're bulk making pools somewhere, right? Yeah, and like, I do really enjoy watching people who are like amazing at GeoGuessr, but it shows you exactly how someone's able to do that shit if they just see a picture. I love that. Except then they're like, interesting. So this is where they live, and they show up and it's not you. OLG said, I'll just post a picture of someone else's pool. Yeah, it's kind of like, I like when people do it, this sort of education in a way where it's like entertaining, but also makes you go, I should keep all of this in mind, right? It's like that person on TikTok that like consensually finds people's birthdays. There's a person on TikTok, I can't remember her name, but she's so fun to watch, and she won't use any of those websites that's like findthisperson.com. She literally just uses stuff that you have posted or that people you know have posted online to see if she can figure out what your birthday is. And she only does it to people who are over 18, and only does it to people over 18 who post on her videos like, hey, I want you to find my birthday. And it's crazy. Like, just using like little bits of information that you put out there following a trail. You can find info even if you're like, my birthday's not listed on anything, so you'll never find it, you know? It's really interesting. But yeah, people will be like, it would be easy enough to find this if you just like looked up that person's name on like a registry. And she's like, but that's not the point here. The point is that like we need to be aware of the information that we and our loved ones are putting out there about ourselves, right? Yeah, my birthday's everywhere. I would never. Yes. Oh my God. I talked about this before, but every time somebody who's like starting to get bigger online is like, guys, we bought our first house, and takes a picture of themselves like in front of their front door. I'm like, no, don't do that. It stresses me out so much. The real defense is posting so much garbage no one has the patience to sift through it. So, speaking of Brooklyn Nine-Nine, there's an episode that's literally like that, where they're trying to find out information about this. I'll keep it vague in case you haven't watched the show. It's fantastic. It's one of my favorite shows ever. But they're trying to figure out information about this person that they think is like working for a crime boss. And they're like, well, we know that she keeps a journal, so we'll just look through her journal and see if she's mentioned any little things about it. And they go to find her journals, and it turns out that she's such a voracious journaler that there's like a journal per day. And they're like, what do we do? How do we get through everything to find the important bits? Yes, I didn't know about that one, the key thing. I'm trying to remember who it was, but somebody was going to be watching my apartment, and my key was like, had like a funny design on it or something, and he took a picture and was like, I got Dodger's keys, blah, 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 and posted it, and everyone was like, delete this. And we found out at the same time, the both of us, that you should never post pictures of your keys, because someone can recreate that key based on a picture and then have your house key. It's fucking crazy. Anyways, not to make everybody paranoid. These are the sorts of things that, unfortunately, like if you are worried about like people finding where you live, these are things that I don't think you would ever think of until someone tells you like, hey, by the way. Shoot, technology moved to a nondescript cave in the wilderness. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. My tinfoil hat is in the wash. I finished Mr. Robot recently. It made me want to change all of my passwords and delete every post I've ever made, dude. Yeah, I also just watched all of Mr. Robot recently. Anyways, I think we're stressing people out, so we can swap to a different topic. I really need to start watching Star Trek. Is it Strange New Worlds? Brave New Worlds? Strange New Worlds? One of those. I haven't watched any like recent Star Trek stuff, and everyone I know is like, this show is so good. Strange New Worlds, that's what it is. Yeah, Strange New Worlds apparently just feels very like old school Star Trek. So if that's more what you're looking for and you feel like all the stuff that's out right now just does not match that vibe, apparently Strange New Worlds is fantastic. So I really want to watch it. I really liked season 1 of Discovery. Season 2 lost me. I know Discovery was very divisive anyway. Season 2 kind of lost me, and I never watched after that. I'm fine with Star Trek doing new things. I'm fine with them doing like totally different things in the Star Trek universe. That's fine. But you know, I grew up on original Star Trek, on Next Generation, right? Like those are the ones that I was watching when I was a kid. So when somebody's like, yeah, it's kind of like old Star Trek, that sounds nice to me, you know? Next Generation is good. It's fucking weird though, dude. I don't know how recently you've watched Next Generation, but every time I watch it, I'm reminded like how unhinged it is sometimes. I didn't watch season 3 of Picard. I watched all of season 1 and then didn't watch season 2. And Jesse said season 3, a lot of people really liked season 3. Just skip to 3. Okay. I love the logo in the corner. Thanks. We were looking for this for a different reason. And then I was like, we could just put a little dex bonus in the corner and just lower the opacity so it's not like screaming at you. And we had a few different like color options, and chat chose the rainbow. I really liked Discovery season 1. Me too! I really liked it too. Season 2, it got off track a bit. And not that I think you should always just trust how other people feel about a show. If you're enjoying it, I think you should just keep watching it, because sometimes it'll wind up being like you hated this show, but I loved it, you know? Yeah, people in general have said that it continues to like not, it doesn't get better, you know? But I don't know. I love Voyager too. I really liked Voyager. I love Janeway. Deep Space Nine is the one that like I watched sort of haphazard episodes of. So I understand like the basic concept of Deep Space Nine, but I didn't watch it, you know? I couldn't follow any of the like story threads or anything. I know not a lot of people liked Enterprise, but I watched every single episode with my dad. I love that. One of my friends in college got super into Enterprise. I did not see Prodigy, no. Enterprise had a bad year or two. Picked up again by the end, but it was too late. That happens all the time, I feel like. A show starts off kind of strong. I don't know if people would say that Enterprise started off strong, but like a show starts off in a way where people are like, okay, I'm going to see where this goes. And then it dips. And then they're like, we've got to save the show. And they figure out what's wrong and they get it back on track and it's fun again. But by that point, too many people have stopped watching it, you know? How long am I going to continue stream for today? We go for another hour. I never got super into Buffy. So I didn't watch Angel, but my God, did I go to school with people who wanted to kiss Angel so bad. What would you say you dislike most as a theme in TV series or movies? Like something that I feel just I don't like no matter how it's executed. I don't know. That's a hard question. It's really difficult for me to enjoy romance stuff. It's so easy for romance stuff to be done in a way where I'm like, I hate this. I don't know why. I watched a couple episodes of Buffy. My sister was way more into it than I was. You can watch Buffy now. You can watch all of it. And I've tried so many times and I just cannot. I just can't get into it. It's not that I have anything against any of the characters or any of that. It's just. Oh my God. I loved Charmed though. Yes. Charmed is so good. I didn't watch the remake. I don't know how people felt about the remake, but I loved Charmed though, dude. Holy shit. I loved Charmed, but then I watched a video essay on it and realized most of the plot makes no sense. Great. Oh my gosh. Maybe it's time for a Charmed rewatch. You know what's funny though is I didn't watch the like early stuff. I didn't watch the stuff with Prue. I started getting really into it when Rose McGowan joined, which is weird. I'm like, so I hopped into it sort of like through her eyes almost. This is so interesting. There are a bunch of people in chat that are like, I stopped watching when Prue was gone. Spoilers, sorry, Prue is gone at a certain point. So I feel like there's two sections of us. There's like pre-Prue and post-Prue viewers. Maybe it's time. Maybe it's time I watch Charmed and see what the fuck is the big deal about Prue. Grimm made me a furry? I don't. I didn't know we were talking about Grimm now, but I love that that's the first thing I read. Yeah, oh my gosh. I miss that vibe of like my mom and my brother and we all got so into specific shows, and like even if we all had our own things going on, like dude, you better know we were all there to watch Charmed. We were all there to watch Smallville. We had like our shows that were like, all right, it's Smallville night, you know? And I don't really have that like in our house right now. We don't have that really. Because Sam and I are so ships in the night, and Clark can't watch the sort of things that I want to watch, you know? Somebody save me. Did I tell you guys how my exam went? Holy shit. I don't think I told you. Now that I've given you that incredible piece of my voice. Did I tell you guys my exam results? So I took a singing exam. If you are in England, it was my level 6 singing exam, because singers are all wizards, I guess. I had to present 3 songs, all one after the other. I recorded them and submitted them, and then they come back to me with a score. And it's out of 100 points, and you're graded based on how you sing the song and whether or not you followed the music, but also your performance. So I got a 94 out of 100. I passed with distinction. She said it's the highest score any of her kids have ever gotten. I cry. I know. I was so proud. I'll never do better than that though. Now we're like prepping for my level 7 and like choosing songs for a level 7 exam, and I'm like, I'll never get a 94 again. That'll never happen in a million years. I peaked, yeah, already. Thanks, guys. I was very proud. I was on cloud 9. Smallville still has the best. I completely agree. I was obsessed with Michael Rosenbaum. You don't understand. I was like, this is the best Lex Luthor, and there will never be a better Lex Luthor. And part of me still believes that. Part of me is still like, he's the best Lex Luthor. Missed call. From whom? I haven't listened to Michael Rosenbaum's podcast, but I've seen clips of it. I didn't know much about Superman, and I didn't know Lex was supposed to be an enemy. What a good way to go into Smallville. Be like, oh, this is so wholesome. This is so wholesome. Superman, he's got his, like, his rich best friend, and, you know, you can tell that he's, like, kind of a piece of shit, but he's going to go through some growth. I just know it. It's so good. That's what I thought. Yep. They'll be buddies forever. Bro, we were talking before about how like fan fiction writers like truly are another tier, you know, if there's like something that you want to have happen. There is some awesome like future of like Smallville, but like way in the future, like that universe. It's great. There's some really great fics out there. Fart. Did it say fart? Just the quietest fart. Good. Oh yeah, there was like a whole like witch sub storyline that happened, and like there was all kinds of crazy shit that happened in Smallville. They truly ran out of ideas like at a certain point, and I just kept watching it. I just kept watching that shit. I know DC has witches, but vibe-wise with Smallville, it felt very strange. Prison Break! Oh my god. Prison Break is another show that I was obsessed with in season 1. And then, spoilers, I get, at a certain point, they break out of prison, but the show keeps going. But the first season was so, it was like, it's such a tragedy to me when there's a show and they're like, all right, we have an incredible idea for the first season. I have no idea what to do after that. But the first season is gonna bang. Teen Wolf. I love Teen Wolf. Teen Wolf is also just an absolute mess of a show, and I love it. For Styles. Bro. Yeah, I will rewatch all of Teen Wolf. Just for Styles. That's how good of a character he was. And he was a human. He wasn't even one of the cool, like, animal people in the show. He was just a human, but he was so fucking good. The show fell to pieces. Anyways. Sometimes you do your job too well, okay? Sometimes they're like, we just need a funny, goofy sidekick. And you're like, I got you. And then they're like, wait, no. You're too powerful. Yeah, well, that's there's a whether or not your audience trusts you with a show where you're like, this is a show that has a lot of thought and time put into it in terms of like how it executes, right? Your audience has to trust you. And if you make a decision that makes it clear, oh, we can't trust you, that's, I think, when stuff starts to fall apart. There's a really good video about The Walking Dead and how The Walking Dead went from like an incredible, sensational show, right, that everybody was talking about, to a show that was just like desperately trying to hold on for dear life. And they talked about that idea of like, there were just so many moments where they would do a thing for shock value, and it instantly made it obvious to the viewers, like, oh, this isn't part of a plan. This was for shock. So is anything part of a plan? I don't trust that they have a plan anymore, right? And the second that happens, you've lost people, because people aren't sitting there like, I can't wait to see how this develops, you know, how we get drip fed all of this cool information, because you don't trust that they like have a plan for that anymore. And it just winds up being sad because you have moments like I've had like 5 of just now where you go, the first season of that is so good. I loved the first season of that. I will go back and rewatch the first season of Heroes. Absolutely. You don't have to give me anything. I will sit down and rewatch the first season of Heroes, no problem. But I know that there was no fucking plan after that. You know, like, fuck. That's true. That is a good point to make, is that Heroes is one of those shows that like probably could have continued in a way that was really compelling and fulfilling, but there was a writer's strike and they tried to make do without writers, basically, which happened to so many different shows. Yeah, time is a donut, isn't it? How interesting that we're all back here again. But that's why, or at least that's, I don't even think you could say this is speculation. I think at this point everybody just agrees. That's why so much reality television took over everything around that time, because they were like, we don't need writers for reality. We just need showrunners, and we need weird people on camera. Yep.
I'm putting my shoesies on.
What was the UK show with people with powers doing community service? Misfits. I loved Misfits. Would I still love Misfits? I don't know. I remember loving the first 1 or 2 seasons of Misfits, though, at the very least. What's the quickest you've given up on a show and why? Oh gosh. I've given up, I don't know about shows. I give up on movies really quick sometimes. The Joaquin Phoenix Joker movie, I watched, I want to say 5 minutes of that movie and was like, you know what, nah. And I'm sure some of you are going to be like, but that movie's so good. Or at the very least, but that movie's so interesting. 5 minutes is enough for me to go, this isn't what I want to watch, I don't think. I don't want to watch this, so. I haven't seen Ted Lasso, but I know many, many people who love Ted Lasso. I have no idea what Ted Lasso is about. Part of me doesn't want to know. You know? Part of me wants to just go in blind after so many people being like, you know what I love? Ted Lasso. I'm like, okay. You know what I've wanted to go back and finish is Schitt's Creek. The beginning of Schitt's Creek was a bit rough for me. It was hard for me to get through the beginning of that show. But then it hit such a good stride. Like, it wound up, it's like wholesome Arrested Development. It's so funny. I loved all of the characters. And at a certain point, I just stopped watching it. I really need to, like, go back and finish it, I think. Schitt's Creek after season 2 is amazing. Yeah, it hit a point where I was like, I like everybody. I like the development everybody's having. I like how much heart is in this show. I think like the way that everybody's relationships are changing is really cute. Like, I just liked it. But the beginning was rough. If you have secondhand embarrassment problems, the beginning is really rough, dude. Yeah, this is why when people go, when people recommend, what's that show that, can't remember. What's the show that, Moriarty, I'm so sorry, this is going to be a weird way to describe this. Moriarty from BBC Sherlock is a pastor in it. What the fuck is that show? Fleabag. Thank you, Jesus Christ. Everybody tells me to watch Fleabag. I cannot get through that show. Every episode of that show that I've tried to watch, I'm like, I hate this. Like, it makes me feel squirmy. I hate it. It's very British humor, yeah. But like the everybody's uncomfortable all the time sort of British humor where I just hate that. I hate that shit. I just started watching The Bear. Seems like it might be good. The Bear is great. We really liked The Bear. I would say if you're going to watch The Bear, be aware that some of the episodes are purposefully filmed and executed in a way where it's meant to make you feel kind of rattled. Like it does a really good job of sort of capturing the energy of like a frantic kitchen. And there were so many episodes of that show. Not in a way where we didn't still enjoy it, but there were so many episodes of that show where Sam and I were like, I'm so on edge. I'm so on edge right now. Yeah, I'm excited for season 2 of The Bear. I haven't watched Yellow Jackets. I don't think I want to. I keep seeing clips from Dairy Girls, and all of the Dairy Girls clips are so fucking funny. I keep wondering if I should just sit down and try watching Dairy Girls. Dairy Girls is amazing. Dairy Girls is amazing. Okay. Dairy Girls is amazing and short. I like that. That's good. I like that. I watched the new animated Superman series and I love it. My Adventures with Superman. I want to watch it. I hear it's great. I hear he's just a big dork in it and I love that. I binged Dairy Girls last year when I was deathly ill with the flu. It was a core memory. I love it. Yeah, I'm trying to think what else. We started watching, we watched some Succession and we watched some Yellowstone. I don't know if I want to continue with either of those. And we watched the new Witcher stuff, which was very short. They only put out a few episodes. Also, there's a lot of misinformation about whether or not Henry Cavill is in them. He is, but it's only a couple episodes that they put out. Yeah, this is his last season, apparently. If I get to see one film this weekend, should I see Indiana Jones, Mission Impossible, or Across the Spider-Verse? If you haven't seen Across the Spider-Verse yet, I would say 100% go see Across the Spider-Verse. It's so good. I want to support Cavill, but has it been good? Yeah, it was, but it's only a couple episodes. I assume that this is one of those, like, we released the first half of the season and then we'll release the second half of the season. I don't know. But you might want to just wait until it's all out. I haven't watched Nimona yet either. Dude, I adored the Nimona comic. I was reading it as it was coming out online and bought the book the second the book was out. And I'm the sort of person where, like, sometimes I worry that I'm building a thing up too much and I'm not going to enjoy it. So, like, I got really excited that they were finally making a Nimona show, and then it came out and I was like, I think I'm too excited to watch this. And so I haven't watched it yet because I'm worried. I'm worried. Oh, interesting. It's not like exactly like the book. Movie is different in some key ways. Ah. Okay. Gotcha. Okay. Okay, cool. I need to watch more Expanse. I still haven't finished the books. I'm so bad. I'm so bad. I'm not going to say I'm bad at reading. I'm just... If I step away from a book, it's so hard for me to get back into it. Like, I have to just go hard on the book. I had a K-drama suggested to me by Blue Jay. Blue Jay, I guess, is like going through a K-drama era, and recommended a show that maybe you guys have watched before, but it sounds really interesting, called Celebrity. And it's about, like, people who make their living off of Instagram, but like set in Korean culture. So it's like Instagram girlies, but in Korea. And she said it's like fascinating. It's not a documentary. It's a scripted series. But she said it's really interesting. Oh my gosh, I've been thinking about going back to Percy Jackson, dude. Coffee Prince is rough. I watched Coffee Prince. Coffee Prince is rough because the episodes are so long. My mom's been going ham on K-dramas recently. God, I feel like I haven't watched any K-dramas since I came here, really. I watched a few Thai dramas because Aaron got really into them and was like, I'm obsessed with this. You should watch it. And so I would watch them a little bit, but Celebrity was such a good watch. Okay, we've got a second recommendation. That's good. That's good. Well, no, I've watched a lot of Korean stuff. The problem is, how are they pacing shit out in those 1 to 2 hour episodes? Coffee Prince, I think, had a lot of issues with its pacing. That's just my personal opinion. I'm watching Bloodhound on Netflix, and I swear it's the first drama that I finally like. But the reason is there's no romance so far. You know, so sometimes it's hard to find that. Yeah, look, it had so many tropes that I love in it, but the episode started to just be really difficult for me to get through, and I was like, I should be eating this up. Loud stuff going on out there. We're talking about K-dramas. Well, we've been talking about all kinds of shit, but we're talking about K-dramas and just TV shows in general. We had a huge conversation about shows that like start off strong and then go to shit immediately after the first season. Yeah. There's a manga called Hana Yoridango, Boys Over Flowers, that has been turned into a drama in like, there's a Thai version of it, there's a Chinese version of it, a Japanese version of it, and a Korean version, I think. There's just like separate shows of the exact same thing, but they all execute them like completely differently. And it's really interesting. Hanayuri Dango, my favorite drama ever. I loved the Japanese one. And then my friend was like, oh my God. Keep in mind, I just got done saying it's really hard for me to like enjoy romance stuff. This is fully a harem situation. But it's engaging, okay? So I got really into the Japanese one when I was younger. And then my friend at the time was like, yo, there's a Chinese version. We should watch that. And then as we got older, I was friends with this person for a long time. As we got older, it turned into like, someone else made it. We should watch that one just to see. I was just talking with because everybody's talking about books right now. I was just talking with a friend who is almost done with Harrow the Ninth. I'm not going to spoil anything about the Gideon books, but we were talking about, I was very upfront about the fact that tonally, Gideon the Ninth, I think, is like so much better than Harrow. And Harrow is, I think, purposefully written to be confusing. And there are moments in Harrow that I love that I wish more of the book was like that, you know, but too much of the book was like hard for me to follow. And we were talking about Nona, the next one, Nona the Ninth. And I was like, yeah, I haven't read it yet because I don't know if I have the strength after trying to read Harrow, after finally getting through Harrow and still being pissed about it. I don't know if I can read Nona. So now we've agreed to read Nona. We're both going to. I have to get through it. No, it's not about, oh God, I don't want to spoil it. It's not about the romance in Hana Yori Dango, okay? It's her attitude is so good. Her attitude is so good, dude. No, honestly, I don't like any of the guys in Hana Yori Dango. I don't think any of them deserve her. But I love her. I love her. Chiyuku, thank you very much for the gifted sub. Welcome to the Cat Gang. I preferred Nona over Harrow. A lot of people have said that Nona puts Harrow into better context. That Nona is easier to follow, but also follows this trend of each book being very different from. It's like Gideon is very different from Harrow, is apparently very different from Nona. So I'm like, but I want another book like Gideon though. Am I never gonna get that? That makes me sad. That's how I feel about Twilight, except that I also hate Bella. You're like, man, all these guys suck. Wait, but Bella also sucks. Wow. Yeah. You know who doesn't suck in Twilight? Bella's dad. Yeah, honestly, Bella's dad deserves better. Dude gets no communication. Basically, feel free to throw into chat examples of media where this doesn't happen. But any show or book where a kid finds out that he is magical or a monster or, fill in the blank. There winds up being this dynamic of if they have like a perfectly normal parent that cares and loves them and wants to know what's going on with them and just desperately wants to help them in some way. And they're like, no, you can't know. It's safer if you don't know what's going on with me, right? I always feel so bad. And maybe it's because I'm a parent now, but I'm always like, oh my God, I would lose my mind. That's just a teen thing, though. God, I never went through that. I never did all that. So I worry that I'm going to like have a hard time with that stage, you know? Because I fully acknowledge that it is so normal, dare I say necessary, for teenagers to like go through this sort of like radical like individualism, right, and rebellion and like figuring out who they are and all of that sort of stuff. I get it. It's part of the process. But because I mostly just like stayed home and didn't do anything when I was a teenager, I think it'll be a bit difficult for me. Yeah, I'm just hoping that if I can be a person in her life that she feels comfortable talking to, then that's great. I'm not going to expect that things aren't going to go down with her. I just want her to know, you know, as she gets older, that like my number one priority is her safety, and that if she's in a situation that she can trust me to help her get out of it, you know. I think Clark's gonna be a delightful person the whole time. I think you can be delightful and also make some really fucking terrible mistakes, you know? And kids make a lot of mistakes. Teenagers make a ton of mistakes. It's part of growing up. So, yeah, I think she is gonna be delightful. I think she's also gonna make some mistakes. And we're gonna have to have conversations about those mistakes, you know? Yeah, adults make mistakes, absolutely. Yeah, that's the point, right? I don't want you to feel like if something has happened or you've done something that I would hate or that would upset me, I don't want you to think that I will prioritize those feelings over making sure that you are safe and okay. You know, I will help you. But that's hard, you know. As a kid, I thought adults had stuff together and always knew what they were doing. Yeah, it's so funny. Like, we talk about that all the time. Sam and I and, like, other people my age will look at each other and be like, bro, the 30 and 40 somethings that came before us, they also had no idea what the fuck was going on. Like, some of them did, sure. Some of them have really got their shit together, but I don't believe for a second that most of them were just like, yep, locked and loaded. I know exactly what I'm doing. All right, let's start wrapping up here, guys. Let's see. We have a Valentine from Ghoulsy that says all the love All the love back to you, Ghoulsy. I'm going to open up Raid Leader if anybody would like to suggest someone. Russo Guru, thank you for the 26 months. Crimson Sword for the 44. Ine for the 23. American Duchess for the 44. Exoven for the 81. Mr. Sylph, Exhibit Pimp, thank you very much for all the gifted subs. Thank you, thank you. Snarf Dougal for the 25. Junebug Twitch for the 21. Banisteriopsis for the 97. Basilisk for the 25. Calamode for the 34. Argony Sparkin for the 84. Happy 7 years. Happy anniversary. Thank you so much for the support. I appreciate it. Rush for the 2. Astra for the 98. Vet for the gifted sub. Lunan for the 100. Happy 100. Torvon for the 5. Mr. Sylph for the 5. Athorn for the 44. Rusaguru for the gifted sub. And a bunch more from Exhibit Pimp as well. Thank you so much, guys. Lady Esper for the 9. Happy Twitch baby. Calamode for the gifted sub. Chrissy for the 102. Dark Themsby for the 105. Kitten for the 32. Jump Troop for the 49. Hambina, Olivier, thank you very much for the gifted subs. Thank you so much. Ravenblade for the 110. Beatrice for the 70. Gimmelresh for the 101. Arnar for the gifted sub. Eisner Guy for the 73. Chiyuku for the gifted subs as well. Chris for the 23. And Dwake for the 37. Thank you, guys. If you were gifted a sub today, please double check who gave it to you. Take the time to say thank you because it's very generous. I haven't been here in probably a year. It was nice to come and chill for a bit again. I hope y'all have a wonderful day. Thank you very much. I'm glad you had a nice time. Tomorrow will be a gaming stream. We're going to try and finish up Ghost Trick. So we'll see if we can do it. We're starting chapter 12 and there's 18 chapters, I think. So it might be kind of tight. We'll see. Let's see. Marine Mammal Rescue. I like the sound of this. I like how many animal channels we've been getting sent to lately. Yeah. It's listed as pools, hot tubs, and beaches, but it's just an otter. It's very cute. Okay. Fantastic. Very happy with that. Okay. Fantastic. Go have fun. Spread love, spread joy. Have a nice time. I will see you guys tomorrow for Ghost Trick as well as Deadbeats in the evening. Okay? So take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.